In this digital era where everyone has the right to post their views, it becomes really difficult to identify what's right and what's wrong. Some people do spread misinformation, be it knowingly or by trusting the word of mouth. Social media platforms play a big role in amplifying the distorted statements, half-truths, and blatant lies. These days, several myths on India's vaccination program are doing the rounds. In this video, we will look at some of the myths and facts which have been addressed by Dr. Vinod Paul, who is member of Health in Niti Aayog and chair of the National Expert Group on Vaccine Administration for COVID-19. So, let's get started. Fact is that the central government has remained engaged continuously with all the major international vaccine manufacturers right from the first outbreak of COVID-19 in India. Multiple rounds of discussion have happened with Pfizer, J&J and Moderna. Government offered all assistance to have them supply or manufacture their vaccines in India. However, we need to understand that vaccines are in limited supply globally and companies have their own priorities, game plans and compulsions in allocating finite stocks. Buying vaccines internationally is not similar to buying off-the-shelf items. As soon as Pfizer indicated vaccine availability, the central government and the company are working together for the earliest possible import of the vaccine. Sputnik vaccine trials have already got accelerated, and with the timely approval, Russia has already sent 2 tranches of the vaccines and accomplished tech transfer to our companies that would start manufacturing very soon. Fact is that the central government has proactively eased entry of vaccines approved by US FDA, EMA's, UK's MHRA and Japan's PDMA and WHO's emergency use listing into India in April. These vaccines will not need to undergo prior bridging trials. The provision has now been further amended to waive off the trial requirement altogether for the well-established vaccines manufactured in other countries. No application of any foreign manufacturer for approval is pending with the drugs controller. Fact is that the central government is playing the role of an effective facilitator to enable more companies to produce vaccines from the early 2020. There is only one Indian company, that is Bharat Biotech, which has the IP. Government has ensured that 3 other companies or plants will start production of Covaxin apart from enhancing the Bharat Biotech's own plants, which have increased from 1 to 4. Covaxin production by Bharat Biotech is being increased from under 1 crore per month to 10 crore per month by October 2021. Additionally, the 3 public sector undertakings or PSUs will altogether aim to produce up to 4 crore doses by December. With constant encouragement of the government, Serum Institute is also ramping up Covishield production of 6.5 crore doses per month to 11 crore doses per month. In partnership with Russia, Sputnik will be manufactured by 6 companies coordinated by Dr. Reddy's. Union government is supporting the efforts of Zydus, Cadila, BioE as well as Genova for their respective indigenous vaccines through liberal funding under COVID Suraksha scheme as also the technical support at national laboratories. The development of Bharat Biotech's single-dose intranasal vaccine is proceeding well with Government of India's funding, and it could be a game changer for the world. The estimate of production of over 200 crore doses by our vaccine industry is by the end of 2021 is the result of such efforts and support and partnership. Fact is that compulsory licensing is not a very attractive option. It is not a formula that matters, but active partnership, training of human resources, sourcing of raw materials, and the highest levels of biosafety labs required matters. Tech transfer is the key that remains in the hands of the company that has carried out R&D. India has already gone one step ahead of compulsory licensing and is ensuring active partnership between Bharat Biotech and 3 other entities to enhance the production of Covaxin. Similar mechanism is being followed by Sputnik. Fact is that the central government is doing all the heavy lifting, be it by funding vaccine manufacturers to give them quick approvals for ramping up production or by bringing foreign vaccines to India. Central government is taking care of all these. The vaccine procured by the state is supplied wholly to the states for free administration to people. All this is very much in knowledge of the states. Government of India has merely enabled states to try procuring vaccines on their own on their explicit requests. The states very well knew the production capacity in India and what difficulties are there in procuring vaccines directly from abroad. In fact, Government of India ran the entire vaccine program from January to April, and it was quite well administered compared to the situation in May. But states who had not even achieved the good coverage of healthcare workers and frontline workers in 3 months wanted to open up the process of vaccination and wanted more decentralization. The fact that global tenders have not given any results only reaffirms that what we have been telling the states from day one, that vaccines are in short supply in the world and it is not easy to procure them at short notice. Fact is that the center is allocating enough vaccines to states in the transparent manner as per agreed guidelines. Along with this, states are also being informed in advance of the vaccine availability. Vaccine availability is going to increase in the near future. In the non-government of India channel, states are getting 25% of the doses and private hospitals are getting 25% doses. However, the hiccups and issues faced by people in the administration of these 25% doses by the states leave a lot to be desired. Fact is that as of now, no country in the world is giving vaccines to the children. Also, WHO has given no recommendation on vaccinating the children. There have been studies about the safety of vaccines in children which have been encouraging. In India, vaccine trials on children are also going to begin soon. Dr. Vinod Pal said that vaccinating children should not be decided on the basis of panic in WhatsApp groups and because some politicians want to play politics. It has to be a decision taken by our scientists and after adequate data is available based on trials. So, some of the myths have been busted in this video. There are several myths like this which are spreading really fast. What can you do from your end is to cross-check it from authentic sources before forwarding it to someone else. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay away from fake news.